Hello everyone. In today's lesson, we're going to learn about adjectives and where to place them. By now you know that they agree with the noun in number and gender. But if we say el doctor joven, we mean something different than if we say el joven doctor. So let's begin. So in Spanish, we have two types of adjectives. The first one is called limiting adjective, and they refer to numerals, unstressed possessives, for example, mi perro, nuestro gato, indefinites such as una, unos, demonstratives, for example, este, esta, and interrogatives. The second type of adjectives are descriptive or differentiating adjectives. And they refer everything that has to do with size, color, shape, nationality, or basically anything that describes the noun. So let's take a look at a couple of examples. Mi novio es cariñoso. Mi is the limiting adjective, and cariñoso is the descriptive adjective. Now, if we look at Julia es una mujer inquieta, so una is my limiting adjective, and inquieta is my descriptive adjective. In general, we can say that limiting adjectives go before the noun, and descriptive or differentiating adjectives go after the noun. So, to summarize our general rules, let's take a look at the example. Tenemos muchos recuerdos agradables de Pablo. So, muchos is our limiting adjective, and agradables is our descriptive adjective. Recuerdos is the noun. This rule applies regardless of the number of limiting or descriptive adjectives a sentence has. So, for example, tus cuatro amigos rebeldes, tus and cuatro are limiting adjectives and go before the noun, and rebeldes is the descriptive adjective. So now, in the case of nuestros amigos optimistas y apasionados, creen que es hora de rebelarse. So, nuestros is the limiting adjective, and when you have two or more descriptive adjectives, you have an E in between them. So now let's take a look at the sentence. El ancho río Amazonas es impresionante. Notice that in this case, the descriptive adjective, ancho, is before the noun. And what it indicates is that it is a known quality. So when we have descriptive adjectives before nouns, it means the quality is known. So in this next example, Ana es una joven psicóloga. Again, the descriptive adjective, joven, is placed before the noun, which is indicating that indeed Ana is a young psychologist. It's a fact that is known. But if I place the descriptive adjective after the noun, in Ana es una psicóloga joven, what I'm saying is that she is young looking, not necessarily that she is young. So in Spanish, there are certain adjectives that have a spelling change based on where they are located in the sentence. So adjectives such as bueno, malo, primero, tercero, uno, alguno, and ninguno, they all drop the O when they are placed before a masculine noun. So for example, if I want to say a good boy, un buen chico, notice that there is no O before the word chico. Same thing with, let's say, ningún perro ladra. No O at the end of ningún. but notice that there is an accent. Now let's take a look at the adjective cualquiera. Cualquiera means anyone or anything in Spanish. So notice that when cualquiera is placed before a singular noun, the a gets eliminated. For example, cualquier cosa means anything. Same thing with the word grande, which means big or large in size. So when grande is placed before a singular noun, the word becomes gran, but it changes the meaning to great. So for example, la gran muralla china means the Great Wall of China. The word ciento also has a spelling change. In counting, becomes cien when it is placed before a noun. For example, if I want to say 100 people, then it will be 100 personas. The word cien remains when it goes before the word mil or millones. So if I want to say $100,000, it will be $100,000. And lastly, the word santo, which means saint, also has a spelling change. It becomes san when it is placed before a masculine noun. So for example, if I want to say Saint John, it will be San Juan, or Saint Gabriel, it would be San Gabriel. Now, there is an exception. When the name begins with to, such as Tomás, or do, such as Domingo, then there is no spelling change. So, Saint Thomas, it will be Santo Tomás. So, there are certain adjectives that change meaning based on their location. So, for instance, cierto, cierta means certain as in particular when it is located before a noun. And it means certain as in sure when it is located after. Dichoso, dichosa means darn before a noun, and it means happy or fortunate after a noun. Grande or gran means great, impressive before a noun, and large after. Medio or media means half before a noun and means middle or average after the noun. Mismo, misma means the same before a noun or the thing itself after the noun. Nuevo o nueva means another before a noun or different, and means brand new after the noun. Pobre means unfortunate before a noun, and poor after a noun. Propio, propia means own before a noun, and proper after the noun. Puro, pura means sheer before and pure after the noun. Viejo, vieja means former before a noun or long-lasting, and it means old or aged after the noun. And that's it for today.